In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to create a collage using GIMP. Now the first thing we want to do is select a background. If you don't have a background, you can go to File, New, and just create a new white background. But for the sake of this tutorial I'll use one. So I'm going to go to File, Open. I've already saved a background I've found on the internet. So you can find different types of backgrounds anywhere, using Google search or on Flickr or other image services. So we now have the background here. The next step I'm going to do is add a picture to it. I'm going to go to File, and this time I'm going to go to Open As Layers. What this will do is add a picture on top of the background. So here we have the picture. Now it's important to notice I have the Layers menu open. In case yours doesn't open, you can go to Windows, Dockable Dialogues, and then just select Layers, and that will open the Layers menu. So here we have the image. Now the first thing we want to do is probably move it. So you select this tool here, the Move tool, and you go over and click on the layer and move it wherever you want in the image. I'm going to put it right about here. Now to make it look like a collage, you want to rotate it a little. So I click the Rotate tool, just shift it a little bit, and then hit Rotate. And basically what I did, in case you didn't catch it, is I clicked this tool here, went back to the image, just moved it around to the desired position, and then just hit Rotate. So we now have one of our images in there. Our next step is going to be to add another. We go to File again, Open As Layers. Now we're going to select another image. Now I purposely selected this image because it's a little bit bigger, and not all your images are going to be the same size. So the first thing we want to do is scale it down to the appropriate size. Over here you use the Scale tool, which is what I'm selecting, and you go back and click on the image. I'll move this out of the way so you can see it. Now what I do is click on the corners and you can scale it down. Now it's important to know that this is currently locked, which will scale it the appropriate dimensions on width and height. If you have it unlocked, you can kind of warp it, as I'll show you, which you probably won't want to do for your pictures. So I'm going to reset it and make sure it's locked, and then you scale it down to the appropriate position. I'm going to do it about this, and then you just hit scale. Now we're going to want to move it again. I'll move it down here, and if you want you can rotate it. So I'll rotate it a little bit. We'll rotate it this way this time, and then just hit rotate. So now we have two images. Now you're going to continue repeating these steps. I'll do it for one more just to get the idea, and then show you how to save it. So here's the next image. Again, we're going to want to resize it, so we use the Scale tool that I just selected, click on the image, resize it down to the appropriate size you want, hit scale. Again, we're going to move it. I'm going to move it up here, and then just rotate it a little again, and I'll move it a little bit again so it's right there. And you just continue in this manner. Now this is how you basically create a collage, but another thing I'll show you is, what if you have pictures over pictures like this, and for example you want this bottom picture to come on top? Well, this has to do with the Layers menu. So over here you see the different layers. This picture here is the current layer selected. This picture that's hidden underneath is below it. So now if you press up, it will raise it over this picture. And then if we want this picture over this picture as well, we'll simply just click up again, and you see that this raises and lowers it. So this is another way you can enhance your collage. Now the final step is to save it as a JPEG image, so you can put it on the web or send it to other people and they can view it without needing this program. So we want to go to File, Save As. I'm going to call it Collage, and then it's already selected here, but in case it isn't, collage.jpg, and then you go down to Save. Now this message will pop up, and you just want to tell it to export. Quality, determining how big the file size you want, I always select 100 or just about 100 for good quality. And what we'll do is save it. So now your image should be completely saved and you have your collage. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. eBay username McBurrz, McBurrz. Thank you.